Sunday morning, July 6th. Today, this is going to be our latest victim. It's been out about 30 minutes. He's still cold to the touch. But I ain't got time to wait on him. It's 4:45 right now, morning. So, this is what we got. We got brisket. I got this brisket from Walmart, and it's an XL brand, which is an excellent brand if you ask me. And it's pretty big. It's 14 and a half pounds. It was $1.97 a pound, and it was $28.53 total for to buy it. So damn, meat is so expensive nowadays. It's hard. Best bet is to get it during the holidays if possible, and purchase your meat during that time, and then just put it in the freezer. And this, I don't know if it's been previously frozen. I know the day I bought it, it wasn't. So I bought it, I'm gonna say about 5 days ago, and it's been sitting in the refrigerator about a week maybe. I don't think it's made 7 days, but and I'm touching it, it's slick, it's not tacky, and it doesn't stink. It's supposed to be fresh. So now we have the fat cap side up. That's what you can see there. And it's not, it's got a little blood on it. Nothing out of the ordinary. In the anatomy of your brisket, I've heard in the barbecue community, I see there's here's how to pick a good brisket. You look for a lot of marbling in here. I hope you can see that. And then usually right here on this side, I believe, it's this side. They call that the heel right here. And usually you can see, you should be able to see a layer of the fat cap, a layer of marbleized meat, and then they got this they call the heel. Now on this heel, it's about 3 inches wide and about 6 inches long, maybe a half a pound of fat. And usually what I'll do is I'll take it and you should be able to see meat right there. There it is. And I did gouge out a little bit of meat, but that's minimal. Then you want to take I hope you can still see. Yeah. And you want to cut some of that heel off. And it's not as big as it looks, so plus you can leave some of the heel on. And that's about the most trimming I'm gonna do on this. It kind of runs a little long down here, so you're always gonna have about a pound. So that's about how much meat I've taken off of them. So that's about maybe a pound. No, I doubt about half a pound. It's not that heavy. The dog will love that. Willie, he'll love that. All right, folks, give me a second and we'll season them up. Okay, folks, I did a little bit more trimming, and I know that I told you that the heel, that was the fat cap. I'm sorry that I trimmed off that half a pound. But if you look, this is the heel, and this is what I was trying to make a point. I already trimmed it, had about an inch tall, but no, not even an inch, about half inch. And this is a small piece toward the point that's always there. And we call that the heel. At least that's what I do, and I've heard it being called that before. And let me see if I can cut it. And that's front facing. And that's just a big piece of fat that's not gonna render down. You don't need that. There's plenty of marbling in the fat end of the brisket, or the point end of the brisket. I hope you can see that. But that's the heel. And you can just keep whittling away at it if you want, but we're gonna leave some of it. Not a lot of it, but I'm not gonna get to the flesh. I'd rather not, even though I'm pretty much am. Barbecue tricks. I have some. Now all I gotta do is season it. Let's do the other side and let's go put them out on the pit. That's how you do it. Okay, folks, after it's about 11:30. I put this in at 5:30, so what is that, 11:30, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 6 hours. It's been in a good 6 hours. Just put a little bit of more wood fuel in it. It's starting to look pretty good. Did a little flyby. Okay, folks, look at that. Unwrapped Weber kettle. I'm just turning the grate as the snake burns. That's why that's in that position now. And I actually turned the whole brisket because this side was close to the fire. Now it's on this side. So check that out, folks. How we do it. Elrabbitsbbq. Okay, folks, welcome back to Elrabbitsbbq. Appreciate y'all stopping by and going with this cook with me. The last time y'all seen this, I was prepping it. I took some photos. I'll insert those somewhere along the way of the cook and the progression of the cook. I think I took one little clip of when I checked it somewhere around the 6 hour mark. I'm not sure, I can't remember now. I have to, well, we'll see it when I, edit the film. And then now we're at this point after 10.5 hours on the Weber kettle. I never did wrap it in the actual Weber while it was cooking. I just took it out and we rested it for an hour. And actually it's been a little over an hour. But I did tightly wrap it, and I did not put it in a, like some folks, they'll put it in a ice chest or something like that. I didn't do that phase. I didn't even wrap it with a towel. None of that. Just rested it for about an hour and 30 minutes. And it's still hot. It's still pretty warm. But that's what we're looking like there. Let me wash my hands a little bit, and then I'm gonna be able to try to pick it up. Pick it up and get the foil out from under it. So, cameraman, let's do. Yeah, you just grab the foil And when I actually started to wrap this, it wanted to fall apart already. It just seemed like so tender. It's starting to tighten back up. That's what we're looking now. Which, yeah, trying to make sure it's in focus. And this end is the point. This is the flat end. I didn't do no. I'm gonna make a video of what do you call them, burn ends, but I didn't do any today. And let me see. And that's what we're looking like so far. Pink rubber looking good toward the end of the flat. Let me see if I can get it turned that ways toward you guys where y'all can see it, and we'll work on the point in a minute, because I'm going to try to sauce this with the you want it barbecue sauce the way I would do it if I was on a competition team. First of all, you want to cut pencil thick size pieces, which is about 1/4 of an inch, about like that size. Like that piece right there was too thin. They'll say, oh, you're cutting them too thin, so you can fool them and make them think that it's actually tender, and if you cut them too thick, it's because you've overcooked it and you're trying to keep it from being too tender because you've overcooked it. So there's these rules that apply to that kind of stuff. And I'm gonna pause the video right here for a second, and I'm gonna dip the meat and lightly cover it with my you want it barbecue sauce. I'll take this. Already put a little bit of sauce on the bottom. Then you want to take your slices. Of course, you're going to dip it in that. And what I come to find out is that the bark is sometimes, wants to brush off and get onto the meat itself. So you have to be real lightly strokes, painting it on, like that, very carefully. Can you see that? And of course, you just want to have a small sheen. You don't want to over sauce your brisket because you're just trying to complement the brisket. See, there's but you can get that off. And then of course you can use a little bit more to knock some of that off. And that's why sometimes a lot of this stuff takes so much time and effort, and I understand that. I've already done one just to make sure that I could. The fat side is to the top or farther away from you guys. And then you want to take this one and lay it right on that. And we'll be right back, folks. Appreciate y'all. Okay, folks, and that's what you look like right there. And I'm not gonna go through the process of saucing these. I'll do a few and then we'll throw them on that plate and I'll take a few pics and we'll take them. But this is what Elrabbitsbbq is looking like today. Right now I got it in a squirt bottle, so it's all good. We'll see you in a minute. Okay folks, welcome back, and this is our finished product. You can always, you'll spend all day touching it. That's a bark, and that's how, but you know you want a barbecue sauce dipped brisket looks like. We'll take some pictures of these. We'll insert them into the clip. I got a tips and tricks and tips video coming up pretty soon. Hope y'all look for that. And we'll see you next time. I appreciate it. Oh, you know what? We didn't do a pull test. Here's a piece of the fatty, or the wet end, or the fat end. And yeah, it's falling apart, no problem. It doesn't need nothing. But the sauce will just complement it. We'll see you next time. Appreciate y'all stopping by.